and welcome back to our little introduction videos. The last time I showed you an overview over Activity Home. Today I want to show you what our members directory is about and how you can edit your profile. Now you see here on the top right and a little group of people. You want to click on that and it'll give you some sub-entries such as our working groups and directories, which are specific to issues such as critical reviewers or mentors or mentees. But for the time being, let's just click on the group again and it'll bring you over to our members directory. Now our members directory essentially shows all our members that we have, and they're here on the system, and as you can see here, the more I scroll down, the more members will be shown. However, as you can see here, a maximum of, I think, 36 members will be displayed on the first page, and only these 36 they will be displayed here on our map. So depending on where you are, let's go to the second page here, other people will show up in other geographies, as you can see here, for example. If you want to zoom in into the map, you can do so by clicking here on the spider, and then essentially depending on where people are, you can go further and further, and then you can click on someone's profile and they will come up. So in this case, Wouter's profile will come up, and then you will have the ability to click on Wouter's profile if you like. Now let's go back to the first page just to show you what else is displayed. Here below you see that essentially when we just learned how to submit a status in our last video, so the status essentially appears under your name if you are logged in and for everyone to see. The members directory in itself is also accessible to the general public. However, they will only see your name and not your status, and they will also not have an ability to add you as a friend or send you a private message, etc. Now let's look at some of the profiles. A profile can look, for example, like this. If I click on my profile here, which is not the test account that I'm currently using, you see that I have a nice background image, I have my image, and then I have a little entry about myself, and you learn a little bit about my data. Now if you want to have that as well for yourself, for your profile, so to enable people on our system to learn more about you, but also maybe to use that as advertising in general about you and your abilities, you can do so by clicking here on your profile little person item, and then you can see right now it's really blank. So what you want to do is first to maybe update here your upper part. So let's start with getting you a profile picture. Now to do that, if you just click here, nothing will happen. So you will have to go here down, and then you can select change profile photo, and you will get to a dialog where you can either drag and drop your file, or you can select your file. So if you your picture of choice, you choose it, and then you see this green bar here where you can upload your picture. And in a second from now, you will have the ability to crop it as you like, exactly. So here you can change the frame, and I like it this way. So this looks fine. So you have a preview over here. You say crop image, and then it will say that your photo was successfully uploaded, and now I have my image over here. Now you've seen the background before. Right now it's pretty gray, which is pretty lame. So here you want to go either here to change cover or here change cover image. Let's do this down here. It's the same principle. Again, you go down, you select your file, and there you go. You upload it, and it'll tell you if the dimensions don't really work well. But this looks fairly good, I feel. So job done. Now, as you can see here, there's a little radio button which enables you to essentially change the mode of what you want to be displayed, but this looks already fairly good. Now, if you go here to edit, you will be asked to provide a little bit more detailed information about yourself. Now, this obviously includes your last name and first name and so on and so forth. This also includes a profile. So here you can switch whether you like to work more with the bare bones editor or whether you like to work with the visual editor. You can insert your profile. Whoops, let's see why this didn't work out the way I wanted it. There was a little bit of HTML inside. So now here we go. And then you can select some keywords if you like, so people can use you, can search for you based on these keywords. You can say for whom you work. In this case, this is the FSLCI. Please don't forget to select the country which is required, as well as the city. In this case, it's Berlin. You don't have to enter the zip code, street, or anything like that if you don't want this to be seen, which is perfectly fine. But without this information about the country and the city, we are not going to be able to put you on the map, which we would like to do. So this is required. And then the only other thing which is also required is the background. So in my case, I'm an NGO employee. So once you're happy with your profile or with this section, essentially you can say save changes, and it'll take a second or two, and then it'll save the data for you. So change is saved, wonderful. Now you actually have the ability to tweak that even more, because you can submit publications. If you have any publications that you would like to share, you can indicate, so here you can list publications. You can indicate whether you want to become a mentor or whether you would like to find a mentor in a certain area. You can select whether you want to be listed as someone who is a critical reviewer. If you want, you would have the ability to select yourself here and enter some data. And then finally, for our Board of Directors nomination, you could sort of submit a letter of motivation, as we call that, here in this section. So this is really the overview over the profile. Now, one more thing which is really important is privacy of profile. But the privacy of profile, you might already have seen some of the fields here down below, but we'll tackle that in the next video. Thank you so much for joining us, and see you around for the next one.